Good morning. Today's learning objective is I can plan a narrative. Let's recap from yesterday's work on a or an. When do you use a or an in a sentence? Do you remember what a consonant is? Can you remember what a vowel is? When do you use a or an in a sentence? Think for a minute. What is a consonant? What is a vowel? How are they different? Have a look at the alphabet below. Can you pick some consonants? Can you pick some vowels? Consonant or vowel? Can you group the alphabet into two main groups, consonants and vowels? In class, we created a dance for the vowels with using arm gestures to make letters, so it reminded us of the 5 vowels. So we used A as a capital A above our head, E was shaped with our arms in front of our body, I was like a soldier pointing straight up at the sky, an O we formed a circle with our arms, and a U we held our arms up above our shoulders, shaping the U. Create a dance, record it, and send it in to Edmodo for us to look at. Enjoy. You have a sorting activity. Can you sort these words so that you can group them with words that start with a consonant and sort the words that start with a vowel? Look carefully at the starting letter of each word. Can you work out whether you use a or an? Usually we put a before words that start with a consonant and an before words that start with a vowel. You have orange, pencil, rabbit, house, envelope, and apple. Let's have a practice now. Try these sentences. Should it be a or an? Tomorrow I am going to something party. Humpty Dumpty was something egg. I always have something umbrella in my bag in case it rains. The dog was on something lead. You can make something house out of snow, which is called something igloo. Write out these sentences neatly in your book. Should it be a or an? Number 1, Tadeo was searching for a or an golden statue. 2, he wanted to discover a or an amazing amount of treasure. 3, Tadeo used a or an drawing to find treasure. Number 4, he was scared when a or an active mummy ran after him. Remember to write it on paper, take a picture of it and post it on Edmodo. Today we're going to be looking at more detail in Tadeo Jones. We'll be planning a narrative about his adventures and look closely at the features of an adventure story. What will an adventure story need in it to be effective? All adventure stories need an interesting title. The setting and atmosphere needs to be described using descriptive language like adjectives, verbs and adverbs. The characters are introduced to the reader. The story has a very clear beginning. The characters escape danger, go on a quest, or experience something out of the ordinary. The story has a believable but interesting problem. The character or characters solve the problem in a believable way. The feelings of the character or characters are described throughout. Paragraphs are used for each event or idea, so we're showing structure. Interesting language is used throughout to paint a clear picture for the reader, so it creates images in their minds with prepositions and adverbs, trying to really get that imagery going through the head. Different types of sentences are used to interest the reader, adding conjunctions to extend your sentences. And use some speech and punctuate it correctly to show conversation between characters. We'll look at the video once more. We'll be looking at key things in particular. We'll be looking at what has happened to Tadeo. Where is he? How did he get there? What has he found? How is he feeling? Is he alone? What goes wrong? How is he feeling now? This time around I've added the link below the picture for Tadeo Jones because the file became too large to upload. Enjoy. Now we're going to start our plan. So you'll need a piece of paper or your book at home and a pencil or pen. What is happening in the animation at the start? How is Tadeo reacting? How is he moving? How is he feeling? What is he thinking? And what might he say? These are all the things that we need to keep in our mind as we look through the planning. So if we have a look at the first two parts of our planning sheet, we've got the introduction or beginning and we have the build-up. So in our first part, the introduction or beginning, we need to tell us who's involved. So who's the character? What is happening? What quest is he on? What's he trying to do? What's the main part of the story? How is he reacting? How is he feeling? What are his thoughts? What's he saying? So could we use a little bit of speech to show that we could use some direct speech? Build up. Have feelings changed at this point? Is he starting to feel more nervous, more anxious? Is he becoming confident? What problem did he have? So at this point, this is where he was trying to get the statue to try and find the secret passage to get to the treasure. How was it solved? What did he do to overcome the problem? It was a small problem, but he was able to overcome it without too many problems. Okay, so our second part of our planning is to look at the final two parts, which is the problem or the dilemma, or even sometimes called the climax. And then we've got the ending, the resolution. How does it all finish up in the end? So if we look down the side of our screen, we've got a number of questions. What is the main problem? Who is in danger? How does Tadeo escape? How will your adventure end? And down the bottom it says, Add words from earlier lessons to complete key vocabulary for feelings, prepositions, and adverbs. Okay, now it's the task. You'll need your pencil, paper or book to complete this at home. Now complete your plan using bullet points. Remember to build atmosphere. Is it exciting? Is it dangerous? Really get those feelings and emotions coming through. Make your narrative an adventure. We will post great examples online on class Facebook pages who will have their work published. I'm looking forward to seeing it. But just remember, over the last couple of weeks we've been looking at key skills to try and help us develop our writing, to make it more interesting, to create images in the reader's head. It's a great skill of an author. You could be that person too. Why not? So just remember, down there in the bottom right hand corner it says, remember to include a variety of prepositions, use a and an correctly, and use a range of conjunctions in your writing when we go to start tomorrow. I'm looking forward to reading them. When you've finished your lovely work, please take a picture of it with the camera and send it in on Edmodo for your teachers to mark and to comment on. Thank you.